Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, faster processing. It meant more memory. Just the ability to do things that we couldn't do in last generation.
And just about to get underway is the starting five. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on D8. Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, D8. Thanks. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point. Now, here's Garland. The rebound by Turner. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Back to Holiday. Here's the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. Osman kicks to Sexton. Lets it go from 14. And yes, it's good.
A dangerous score from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. The 3. Good on the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Love gets it to go.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Oladipo finds Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Now Garland. Pass to Sexton. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Love dishes to Drummond. Here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes him pay with it.
And yet the coach's challenge being used during the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Carries it from three-point range.
So hard to challenge these shots. I mean, especially against the better shooters.
Pacers trail by 4. McDermott kicks to McConnell. Holiday looking over the floor. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Windler with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. From deep. A rebound by Bitadze. To the inside. Here's Sampson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Thompson. Now the pass to Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garland's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Garland is out there with Porter. And it's Windler in at the 3, the small forward. Garland, the offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Bitadze with the bucket. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Pacers trail by 8. Passes it to Sampson. The 11-footer. Windler with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The tray. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Sampson. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. Count that one.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The wide open look here for Garland. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that high.
Pass to Sumner. McDermott for three. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Thompson outside. Back to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
McDermott passes to Sumner. There's the three. And Doug McDermott, good for 3. McDermott's got 5 now. Clark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
You know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
Dellavedova is scanning the floor. Osman kicks to Porter. Now here is Dellavedova, guarded by Holiday. At the tip, and Love with his second chance points. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
There's a great example of Love's basketball IQ, getting himself into perfect position for that putback.
And there it is for him.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Turner passes to Brogdon. From down in the low post, it goes. 5 points in the game.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Turner with the steal. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Off target at the rim.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line, your Cavaliers, Jimmy.
And so he makes both from the line. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Drummond. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next one. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And that'll do it for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Holiday finds Warren. Back to Holiday. Shoots. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The open look here for Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. Sexton's got 8 points.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Cleveland leading by 15. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Osman. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Looking to end the run. And the layup is up and in. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
They get it again. And Drummond kicks to Osman. Over Oladipo. Here's Drummond. And there's the pass to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. For 3, Brogdon. The putback. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Love. Passes it to Windler. Here's Osman. He kicks it to Love. Now here's Sexton. He's got 11. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Sexton's got 13.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle. And I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Ball stolen. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. Pulls up for 3. The shot that time not on target. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Love how Brogdon runs when the break is on, determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Drummond dishes to Sexton. 3-pointer. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
29 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Indiana also making some changes. McDermott's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Porter. No good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers out in front by 17 points at the end. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Sexton. And it's Windler in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Nance against Turner. Clock at 6. The drive by Nance. Got a piece of it. Outside Holiday. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Nice shot by McDermott. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing, you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Here's Windler. Crafty move. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. Inside, here's McConnell. Itadze lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the right side. Back to Sexton. To the paint. Pass to Windler. Kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Nance. Porter passes to Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Holiday inside the line and misses it off the right side of the rim.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Takes a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. And then slams it in.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pacers trail by 17. Here's Bitadze, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right? You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Windler, the pass to Nance. He had a nice open look right there. Nance has got 4 this quarter.
And how about the job Nance has done to try to make himself into a more consistent offensive threat? Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
Sexton kicks to Thompson, and the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Sexton. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Holiday against Porter. Thompson dishes to Porter. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. Pass to Osman. And Nance kicks to Osman. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Cavaliers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Nance. Sexton, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Drummond. Back to Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Love the pass to Sexton. In the corner, Drummond with it. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goal goaltender. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
table with next gen.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00 to 2K TV. Agent, what has been up lately?
I've just been focusing on content, to be honest with you. That's really been it. That's been my life. Every moment from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, I'm just working on some kind of different video.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the... As we get a break in the action now, and as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the side.
Well, Victor
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip end.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Levine can't hit. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Carter pulls it in. Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. For 3, Levine. And the Bulls get it back. No good that time.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Holiday, the pass to Oladipo. Let's go. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Back to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Chicago's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. For 3, Levine. Bulls with the fresh shot clock.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Basket good.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
And Porter, here we go. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Carter. Here's White. It's good from long range.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense. And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Oladipo. He's right around 13 points a night, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
McDermott for 3, traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Cornette, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Hutchison. He gets that one.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Now, here's Dunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Bitadze with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cornette passes to Dunn. Here's Cornette. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Cornette's got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
McDermott passes to Bitadze. Here's Sampson. Offline with his 3. Inside, Dunn. Can't hit from in close. On its way from McDermott for 2. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Young out there with Valentine. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Young passes to Cornette. Dunn outside. And here's Valentine for 3. Sampson pulls it in, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Young. Levine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. To the inside, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Oladipo finds Brogdon. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Levine against Holiday. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Brogdon against White for three. Hits it from three-point range. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the middle, stolen by Markkanen. Lobs it up for Levine. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
We're just going to call him Mr. Zach LaVine. Another highlight reel finish.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch four, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Markkanen, and Satoransky subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. The Pacers also with a sub. McDermott's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And it's Turner off the drive. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And here is Turner after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. And it's Brogdon off the drive. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Got a piece of it. And White kicks to Levine. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. And the shot goes down. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are leading by 12. How about you, Shaq? And
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. Pacers trail by 16, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. And you look at White, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well. And let's take a look now at the stats for Holiday. His last 10 games, He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And LaVine, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LaVine's got 7 points.
Well, bit by bit, Zach is becoming physically tougher, which makes you mentally tougher.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the paint. Markkanen passes to White. For 3, LaVine. Again, LaVine missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
Indiana shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Warren.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Harrison's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Here's Cornett. That shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter. And now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Here's Bitadze. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Young on the follow.
The prototypical, I will do every piece of dirty work you have. Thad Young doing a nice job taking it off the window and scoring.
Young on the follow. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Bitadze. On the wing, Holiday. McConnell in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here are the Bulls now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. And Young kicks to Cornett. Launches it. Young's shot is off. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Passes to Bitadze. And stolen by Valentine. In transition, here come the Bulls. Pass to Dunn. Valentine with it. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And a fast break now for the Pacers. They swipe it. And here's Young from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, effective off the dribble. Young cashing in. Perfect form on that pull-up jumper.
The pass to Harrison. Down low. Here's Cornett. Dishes it to Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
18 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
It's good.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
For Indiana, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Sampson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now McConnell. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Harrison. Then there's Valentine. And it's Gafford in its center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Inside. Hutchison passes to Gafford. Shoots from the right block. That shot off. The Pacers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Johnson finds McDermott. Back to Johnson. Holiday left side. And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Valentine passes to Gafford. And here is Satoransky. Out left to the wing. Pass to Valentine. Satoransky with it. Back to Harrison. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Hutchison gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Johnson. Here's the floater. Pass to Leaf. To the wing on the left. Indiana needs to get a shot off. It's tipped. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Indiana making a change here. Hopkins checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Harrison. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Now, here's Valentine. Harrison kicks to Valentine. 6 on the shot clock from downtown. Here's Gafford. The pass to Harrison. Out to the right wing. Back to Valentine. It's stolen by Johnson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. McConnell finds Johnson. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Leaf. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And Cornette gets it to go.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Sumner. Offensive rebound. Leaf passes to Bitadze. That one falls. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Valentine. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Johnson. Harrison kicks to Satoransky. Valentine passes to Cornette. It's good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
And so Chicago takes this.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
It's all gonna be things he can't say. Like, when's it dropping? Like, I need to know everything, man. Like, yeah, Mike just wants you to know you are appreciated. I know the devs don't hear that all the time, but I know you be working day in and day out.
Appreciate it, Agent. What kind of questions are you asking specifically?
Like, yo, when's the game release? Is it gonna release for PS4? When's
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. DA, what tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. Here's Oladipo. And Turner kicks to Holiday. Looking for Warren. He gets it there. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. You know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. The shot by Turner, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Because Turner is so mobile and so fast, you can't let him get comfortable running in the open court.
And the pass to Vucevic. He feeds it to Gordon. The 10-footer finds the target. Here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. A wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Count that one. An average long-range shooter. Oladipo makes enough to where you've got to respect his shot.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. That's going to send DJ Augustine to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oladipo.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it. And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Outside Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Fourth, the Magic.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Gordon lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 9.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Brogdon. Drills it from outside.
You have to chase Brogdon off that three-point line. He's a very good shooter from this area.
Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. Gordon kicks to Ennis. From the arc, hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pacers trail by 4. Warren the pass to Brogdon. Inside, here's Turner. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Terrence Ross is checked in for James Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Ross with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
McDermott can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Down low. Warren against Vucevic. The kick out to Holiday. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Magic. To the middle. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Vucevic.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. To the paint. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, Vucevic so solid in all fundamentals of the game. And really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Pacers, we got T.J. McConnell, and it's Bitadze in at the center, filling out the middle.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now, when you look at Mo Bamba, with his size, around 7'1" and height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the Combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
Pass to Bitadze, and stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Ross, that's good. Ross has got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And here we go. Fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ross has got 4 this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now here's Carter Williams, guarded closer. Bamba dishes to Carter Williams. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Orlando gets it back. Birch. Ross with it. Ogden picks him up. Passes it to Bamba. Sampson pulls it in. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 11.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well. Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And let's give them some credit for that outstanding shooting percentage as well. I mean, they're working hard to take the smart shots, not just the first shot that presents itself. And I think that's really paying off.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. James Ennis comes in for Ross. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Augustine. Now here's McDermott after the miss from Vucevic. The kick out to Holiday. Turner passes to McDermott. Shoots over Fournier. McDermott can't get it to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
The drive by Vucevic, and Ennis slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oladipo goes in. Here's McDermott. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Sampson's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Now here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. Back to Ennis. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
McDermott. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Birch the pass to Carter Williams. Back to Birch. And a missed layup. Pacers trail by 7. Fast break, here they come. Here's Turner. Kept alive. Back to McDermott. Inside. Tries again. Sampson's shot is off. Here's Ennis. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and the first half was all about Aaron Gordon. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Stolen by Brogdon. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
It's an excellent starting list. And Ennis slams it in.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Ennis taking his time here. Augustine from outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Warren. No good that time. And Orlando will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand for the Magic. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Here are the Magic now. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Here's Sumner, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in, and Holiday, here we go. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Down low, stolen. McConnell finds Warren. Back to McConnell. Here's Sumner, covered by Bamba. McConnell passes to Holiday. And here is Warren. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Sinks the triple.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Out to the wing. Fultz kicks to Augustine. 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Sumner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sumner's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Outside Warren. For the lead, Ross grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. Gordon, the pass to Bamba. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. To the inside, Fultz dishes to Gordon. Picked him clean. And here's the break. Here's Warren. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic comes in for Bamba, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon, is a high-motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Now here's McDermott, guarded by Fultz. Gordon against Warren. There's the pass to Holiday. Clock at 4. Lets it go from 11. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Fultz. From deep. The offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Oh, it's so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Itadze. Great D that time from Vucevic.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
And both free throws good for Ross.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
So it's Orlando now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Vucevic up top. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got McDermott. He's out there with Oladipo. Miles Turner out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Right side, Gordon. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Vucevic missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Magic leading by 6. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's now 8 points for Miles Turner.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now Ennis. And it's Vucevic in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And Oladipo stays with it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Fultz, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Lots of room. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Pacers trail by 3. All going up court. Here's Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Warren's checked in for Doug McDermott. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
Ennis kicks to Gordon. Now the feed to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Oladipo. Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room. Over to the left wing. Here's Vucevic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brogdon finds Holiday. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Augustine. Magic moving the ball around. Vucevic against Warren. Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Vucevic is just a gamer. Somebody who accepts the responsibility of coming up big when his team needs it.
And they're moving it up. Ahead. Here's Fournier. Three-pointer Augustine. Good on the triple. And it's a 7-point Orlando lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. The kick out to Oladipo. Over Ennis. But they'll get another chance. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Ennis passes to Gordon. Now here's Ross. 24 seconds left in the game. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Right side, Gordon. Kicks to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Fires the three. Basket good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
been your focus going into the year?
How can we make the game fun? You know, I know that sounds kind of dumb, but a lot of times from the dev standpoint, we're like, how can we make the game more realistic, or how can we make it look more like, you know, what we see on TV? And sometimes those things aren't equal, right? Sometimes a really fun game is not necessarily the most realistic game. So we went to, you know, through a lot of just different meetings and design ideas of like.
And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus early.
When the pace.
A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. Oladipo outside. And the pass to Brogdon. Holiday inside the line. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Sexton. Osman. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Warren finds Holiday. Fires from deep. Rebound Love. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Sexton the pass to Love. Back to Sexton. Nailed from three-point land. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make that your
fourth seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
So it's the Cavaliers now. After Malcolm Brogdon hitting the 3. 5 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Back to Osman. From outside the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Osman's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Brogdon kicks to Turner. Holiday surveying the floor. Fires the 3. The shot will not fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. Put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Cranes it from beyond the arc. 6 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Brogdon. Drummond dishes to Garland. Back to Drummond to the left wing. Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
A 3 from Warren. They grab their own miss. Here's Turner. The kick out to Holiday. Fires for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Oladipo finds Warren. Back to Oladipo. To the middle. Stolen away. Tipped away. Pass to Love. Outside Porter. Pass to Windler. Back to Porter. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
McDermott passes to Brogdon. From past the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Love kicks to Garland. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers, we got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the 3 spot, and the Cavaliers with possession here. Holiday, the pass to McConnell. Here's Sampson. Passes to McDermott. The pass to Sampson. Outside Holiday. Indiana needs to get a shot off. It's the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. A slam dunk by Garland.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. Now, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Pacers trail by 5.
Think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished one ballot shot, burning all the MVP votes.
But we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
Thompson, great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Outside Holiday. McDermott finds Holiday. The 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long, long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. McDermott for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. McDermott's got 5 points in the quarter.
Like watching McDermott get his feet underneath him on the pull-up jump shot. So important to have that kind of balance to be consistent.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the score by Indiana, the baseline J, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Pacers trail by 4. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Windler. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
McConnell kicks to Sumner. Holiday surveying the floor. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Warren's checked in for the Pacers. Aaron Holiday comes in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Sumner, guarded by Porter. 6 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Nance gets the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's good. 2 points. Bitadze's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Osman, guarded by Holiday. Osman, the pass to Sexton. Cleveland gets it back, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. So both teams changing it up here. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. They trail by 7. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the 4th quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Sampson. They get it back.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Outside Porter for the 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league is going.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yes. Freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at center.
Well, this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Warren.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Exum finds Love. Here's Drummond. Here's Osman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Osman's got 12. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pacers trail by 10. Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Indiana making some changes. McDermott's checked in for T.J. Warren, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Inside, back to Osman. Kicks it to Garland. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Thompson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And well, a chance now to check out Larry Nance. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
A steal. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this. Free throw good. Porter. Justin Holiday's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And Porter drops them both. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Bitadze. Indiana moving the ball around. Sumner passes to Sampson. Here's Bitadze. Indiana again turning it over. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. You take a look at Porter. Deadly on the stripes. Someone you do not want to foul.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now here's Nance. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Thompson dishes to Nance. Here's Windler, guarded by Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Sumner passes to Bitadze. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass, and then the quick jam.
Here's Nance, and Garland has it in the corner. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Saturday, They'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build them.
Here's Garland, following the score by Indiana, taken away by Holiday. It's stolen by Nance. Thompson, high post. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nance has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out-hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
The open look here for Sexton. Cleveland gets it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Here's Sampson, poked loose, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Five seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Warren. Misses there. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon and it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now Warren after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
Here's Sexton. Banked in off the glass. Brent, certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought two ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys, and it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball, Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Warren. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sexton, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
One-on-one here. Porter, no luck. Warren finds Turner. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Sampson. Back to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. Outside Holiday. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Cavaliers leading by 14. The feed to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And here is Garland. Pass to Drummond. Turner with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Warren with the ball. The shot by Holiday, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Passes it to Garland. Porter dishes to Love. Porter kicks to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. There's Garland. Drummond. The shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. 1:51 left in the fourth. Here's Warren. Drops in the layup for 2.
14.
I always feel like he's around the rim and sniffing out more points. T.J. Warren feeling very much at ease with that quality of a shot.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line.
First one falls for him. The Pacers making a change here. Oladipo's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Osman's checked in. Pacers trail by 16. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Over Drummond. The shot by Turner, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
This is a game where the defense, Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Drummond.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Back to Oladipo. He dishes it to Turner. Unloads from 9. Again, Indiana.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now, here's Garland. Down low. Osman, the pass to Love. The dish to Garland. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Osman kicks to Garland. The 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. A resound. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
look at it as a fan of the game, I'm like, man, I'm blown away by what that team has accomplished too. So it just looks incredible. Like the lighting looks crazy, the details and the texture of the skin, everything just looks so lifelike.
That's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, you get me excited.
So Agent, you've been really vocal about gameplay in a lot of the videos and the content that you create. You play a lot of Pro-Am, you play a lot of Park. What's one thing you want to see improved on from a gameplay standpoint?
There needs to be like a variety of like effective.
As they came through the tunnel earlier, the Pacers were already in all business mode. And David, we'll talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Listen, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how
that was something else.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Indiana off to a slow start. 11-point game. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was a key factor. Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Ball's knocked loose, and so Indiana again turning it over. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Celtics.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
A finish, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition on it.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms to the lane.
It's stolen by Oladipo, and Brogdon with a clear path to the rack.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
Here's Levine. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brogdon finds Oladipo.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Bulls making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Porter. And it's done in for White.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine's so outstanding in scoring in a multitude of ways.
Satoransky against Holiday. McDermott. It's hauled in by Cornette. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee. And you talked about that. Missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Levine wide open. Again, Levine missing. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 9 points. Pass to McDermott over Young. That's good from McDermott on the assist by McConnell. McDermott's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, he's a tough fella to deal with when he gets below the free throw.
And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, sometimes he's going to keep the possession alive. Sometimes he's going to commit the foul.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Indiana. Edmund Sumner comes in for Justin Holiday. And the first one at the line is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 5. Young outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Hutchison passes to Young. And it's blocked. They get it back. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Hutchison. Picked away. Passes it to McConnell. Finished off the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
The pass to Young. Satoransky with it. Shoots the 3. Hutchison's shot is off. Now the Pacers moving it up. McConnell in the corner. From downtown. It's not going to go for him. It'll count. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the small forward position. That's the Pacers 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Satoransky kicks to Harrison. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Indiana trailing here. Now, here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Hutchison. He doesn't hit that one. The Pacers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, Gia, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylen to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. Yeah, a lot going wrong there.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Evan?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
And really, Markkanen isn't just an outside threat. He's more than capable of capitalizing inside.
Stolen by Brogdon. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Sumner. Dishes it to Warren. Left side, Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brogdon. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Brogdon's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Orlando. Here's Sampson. Sumner. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Harrison. Connects from 3-point range.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And it's Warren with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Sumner. Pulls up. And again, it's Indiana converting. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
No, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. We don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Right, the pass to Valentine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Warren kicks to Turner. Passes it to Sampson. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Turner against Carter. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For 3, Brogdon. And the 3 ball is good. Brogdon's got 5 points in the quarter. Bulls trail by 5. White with it. His last outing with 20 points. Now the pass to Harrison. This one for 3. And it's White missing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot.
Well, a step in the right direction. Markkanen must continue to make these kinds of efforts on defense.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And this game is done. They'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. Levine's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Chicago.
Looking comfortable in the pick and roll action. Levine just taking what he sees in these sets.
Turner passes to Brogdon. Takes a three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Dunn in for White.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers leading by 3. Has to be Thompson. On the money from 12 feet away. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Outside, Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. Young in the corner. Passes to Hutchison. Dunn dishes to Levine. The pass to Cornett. Fires from deep. The putback. Holiday with the block. Holiday left side. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 7-point Pacer lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Some players are what we call quiet sports because they put up a lot of points, but you don't realize until the end of the game just how effective and what kind of points they've put up.
Oh, yeah, especially when you look at two-way players like a Paul George or a Kawhi Leonard. Or how about a Bradley Beal out there in Washington? You look up at the scoreboard and be like, wait, how did he get 30? And don't forget about the running mate with Damian Lillard up there in Portland. He's a bad man.
And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. At the elbow, McDermott. Back to Holiday. Overdone. That one a little long.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And Cornett gets it to go. 1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bitante's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Pacers leading by 4. Oladipo, the pass to Holiday. McConnell in the corner. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. McConnell's got 9.
You like seeing Holiday get his guys involved. His coaches love when he's being unselfish.
Here's Cornett, and it's Chicago scoring again. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Oladipo, the pass to McConnell. Here's Bitadze, overdone, and Oladipo kicks to Holiday. It's Oladipo on the wing. 6 points for him. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Hutchison. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Young. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. From 10 feet out, Holiday finds Turner. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Bulls trail by 7. White looking around. Back to Satoransky. Outside White. His three-pointers off the mark. From deep. Offline.
The main strength of Porter's game, the range he's swinging in, takes pleasure to shut guys down.
And so it. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. There's the triple. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. And the Pacers lead by 10.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Levine keeps it alive, and Markkanen on the follow.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
He kicks it to Levine. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Holiday. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the paint, stolen by Markkanen. And Levine, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Turner inside. Harder on him. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Oh, the lightning quick reflexes of Porter. They're just outstanding. Crafty at coming up with steals.
And Holiday kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Warren. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Levine against Holiday. A 3-ball. Levine can't hit. Pacers leading by 4. It's tipped, and so Indiana again turning it over. The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. And here's Levine. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's White, and he's good on the 3-ball. And now just a 1-point Pacer lead.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly has for White.
White against Brogdon. To Oladipo, pocket 6. To the inside. Inside, here's Warren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The coach's challenge has been issued. A close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached Stafford with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing the being capitalized in the clutch.
Turner gets to Howard. He sinks the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Carter on the wing. Back to Levine to take the lead. Nails the tray.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Levine looking around.
Absolute wrecking ball on the drive. I mean, Levine is all about dunking it with authority.
And the Pacers call time here. What do you think, guys?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
Porter with the steal. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Mike, now this is your chance to ask Agent a question, maybe about gameplay or 2K20 or 2K21. What's on your mind, Mike?
This idea of esports. I know a lot of people complain about dice rolls and missing full whites. Like, do you think that's something we need to go like to the extreme with? What I'm scared of, I guess, is like we make Team Pro-Am or something. Make it so that if you don't get a perfect release, you'll miss every single time.
Indianapolis,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. Hey, Dave. Well, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. The putback, and Turner stays with it.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And Holiday, here we go. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Ennis. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Augustine, that's good. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Now here's Ennis. Pass to Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Indiana moving it around. Brogdon finds Warren. Oladipo against Vucevic. And there's the pass to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday. Nice D from Fournier.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the shot is good. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Augustine with the steal. Ennis kicks to Augustine. Outside Gordon. Here's Ennis. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Three-pointer Augustine. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And Warren, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, T.J. Warren has the kind of frame that allows him to play through contact.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Augustine. Pacers trail by 6. McConnell passes to Bitadze. And here's Holiday. Passes it to McConnell. The tray. Traps in the tray.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary. Even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Bitadze, defended by Gordon. Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Magic leading by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Fournier passes to Gordon. Here is Ross. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Baseline J on the way. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
McDermott passes to Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Turner's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Pacers. Edmund Sumner comes in for T.J. McConnell. The Magic also changing it up. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Cam Birch comes in for Gordon. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Evan Fournier. Here's Sampson. Down low. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Well, the decision-making getting better with more repetition. Mo Bamba starting to feel out the defense.
Sumner kicks to Holiday. Pass to Sumner. Ross grabs the board. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. That one goes. Count it.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Jumps up. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Doug McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Sumner, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Here is Ross, following the basket by Doug McDermott, and the basket is good.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
And they pick up 2. Bitadze's got his first points of the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Fultz. Now here's Carter Williams. To the middle. Birch's shot's good. Birch has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Holiday with the 3. That one no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. They get it back. From the arc. And Bamba pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Ross on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Ennis comes in for Terrence Ross. Fournier's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Of course, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good. Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
Turner dishes to Warren. He kicks it to Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Vucevic.
Clearly a foul.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the paint, here's Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
Now here's Fournier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bamba wide open and he fires. And again, it's Orlando converting.
This guy has got such a good feel in the mid-range game. Mo Bamba's size, almost impossible to block that shot.
The shot by Turner, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Three-pointer Augustine. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 11, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Vucevic to the pass to Bamba. The shot's good. Bamba's got 17.
I'll tell you, the next step for Mo Bamba will be more muscle, but he finishes through contact right there.
Here's McConnell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, certainly not.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Mohamed Bamba led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points. And that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And guys, you know, Mohamed Bamba has really been making it happen.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Augustine. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Gordon finds Augustine. Orlando gets it back. Here's the 3. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Augustine against Brogdon. Holiday with the 3, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. There's the feed to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
To the inside. Turner passes to Warren. Misses off the left eye.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Some changes for Indiana. Shakar Sampson's checked in for Warren, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Orlando also making some changes. Cam Burks is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier, and it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Here's Sampson. Count that one. Sampson's got his first bucket of the night.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
It's deflected. Here's Sumner. Carter Williams covering. Oladipo with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And Brogdon, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking
for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship. Boy, McDermott is so good playing within the confines of the offense. Terrific spreading the basketball around the floor.
Back to Gordon. It's tipped. Here's Sumner. The pass to Bitadze. Out to the right wing. Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Ross. On its way from McDermott for two. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Birch kicks to Fultz. To the wing on the left. Carter Williams finds Ross. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure sport. Great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impress you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that is really continuing to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the Six-Man Award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's a great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
Warren's checked in for Brogdon. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Ken Birch. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Ross passes to Vucevic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
It's stolen by Fultz. And the jam by Ross.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. Orlando leading by 7. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Indiana, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Warren.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Pacers' 5. Fournier passes to Vucevic, and that one is good. And the Magic lead by 9.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Feeds it to Gordon. Vucevic with it. Now defended by Oladipo. And it's Gordon missing. McConnell passes to Warren. The kick out to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And that's 12 points for Miles Turner.
Kev, don't you love how many different ways Miles Turner can score the basketball? Spot up, in transition, operating in the post. He's got the entire arsenal.
It's Oladipo on the wing. And Gordon over to help. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's McConnell. A quick shot there, and it's off target. It's deflected. Warren with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Doug McDermott comes in for Turner. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Holiday against Fournier. Here's Brogdon, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Vucevic.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Brogdon hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Inside, lock at 6. And they're pushing it up. Holiday finds McDermott. Back to Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Vucevic.
7'6".
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Frazier the pass to Carter Williams. Now here's Ennis. Guarded by Oladipo. Kicks it out to Gordon.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Warren. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Leaf checked in for Indiana.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Oladipo misses. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Magic. Here's Frazier. Good D by Holiday. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bamba's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. To take the lead. And the 3-ball is good. Holiday's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. Over Holiday. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got 19 points.
He's showing he wants to be the man. Bamba has the hunger to step up up in those big moments.
Pass to Brogdon. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oladipo for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon up on top. He's guarded by Brogdon. Bamba's shot is off. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
It's tipped. Frazier against Brogdon. Dishes to Holiday. Right side Warren. Just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Bamba. Taken away by Holiday. Oladipo against Carter Williams. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, what do you do with more responsibility on your plate? If you're Victor Oladipo, you ascend into one of the game's top talents. This guy, his hard work and mentality paying off.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.